What is up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here with my regular scheduled programming, man. Y'all know what time of year it is. We got all the sports starting to ramp up, man. So, it's time for my afternoon show. We've been doing it through the NFL season. I appreciate all the guys that join me Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. That's when I usually do this show. Wednesday is kind of the same thing, but on Wednesdays, we go through the entire card. Me, Mitch, and Big Al McMorty an hour earlier than this show usually starts, but same premise. I'm here in the afternoon, Tuesday through Friday, man, to give y'all some more great content. And I absolutely love doing it, but y'all know what's starting up here, man, in a couple days. It is the NBA. This show, my afternoon show, started with me doing an afternoon NBA show, and we're kind of going to be returning to that here soon. What we're going to do is it's going to be a mixture of all. It's just going to be my afternoon jam session, my jam session live. So I am still going to drop the NBA jam session early in the day, and I'm still going to have this very show. We might go Monday through Friday with the NBA coming back, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in guys every day. We're still going to talk whatever sports the guys want to talk about, and we're just going to open it up. So with NBA being daily, we're probably going to have free picks daily on the live show. Of course, we're still going to talk NFL. We can talk college football, and we can talk baseball. So we can talk it all right here on the afternoon show. I got two guys with me who you guys see on the thumbnail with me. Let's bring them in now, man. I got my guy, Brian Bittler, my guy, Brad Francis. How y'all doing today?
Are you good?
Can't complain too much.
I'm doing good as well, man. It's Thursday, so we're about to head into the weekend. Got a lot of sports going on, so kind of getting ramped up here, doing the research, and hoping we have a good weekend. But it all starts today, man. We got to get that momentum going.
Yep. Thursday's usually a great day to get that momentum going into Friday, feeling good, weekend vibes, college football a couple days away with the huge card. Like you said, I'm ready to ramp up. This time next week, we're going to be deep in it, all the way in it with NBA being back. Hockey's already back. I really haven't dove too deep in my hockey bag yet, but, college football in full-fledged. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, when it comes to NBA, are you guys the type of guys who just get to it right away, or do you take a week to feel it out? What's your strategy there?
Brian, you got strategy?
I got to tell you, I don't feel anything out for sure. I just jump right in. I'm not a huge NBA fan. I don't know if I've soured on it a little bit as being a longtime capper. I'm more into college basketball, but NBA, what soured me on the NBA is just last minute people sitting out and stuff like that. But Jay's the man as far as the NBA goes, and hopefully maybe I can have a great season this year. I'm definitely excited to get started with it.
Brian, I agree with what you said there. Part of the reason that this show right here was even birthed was because of those late injury news and guys late sitting in the NBA. I would record the video the night before or early in the morning, and then by 3 o'clock, the line had moved 4 or 5 points, somebody not playing.
Plus the fact that if you paid high money price for an NBA ticket, you went to the game and then last minute Harden sits out or something like that, and I'd be a little bit upset about that.
But to answer Brad's question, I would say a little bit of both. Because I've been really watching preseason, probably more so than anybody. Just trying to get a feel for what these guys are. I know I can't get the best, but I feel like there's certain spurts in the game where it's like, okay, they really in the groove right here, feeling it. This is kind of live action. This is what I can kind of expect moving into the regular season. For me, at the very start, I'm probably going to go maybe 1-2 plays a day, just trying to catch my grip. But I'm like Brian, probably 3-4 days in, I'm going to be locked up.
Let's go. Yeah. You think the Thunder are going to be cover machines again this season?
Thunder buddies for life.
For life? Yeah.
The cover buddies, man. I cannot wait to be putting my money on them boys again.
You can't go wrong with small market teams, I know Mitch is big on small market teams, but they're always worth the look, every day. The Thunder, teams like that don't get heavy action.
Yep. I think there's going to be a couple more this year. You want to know a team in the NBA I'm kind of excited about? He went off last night. Jordan Poole and the Wizards. I don't know, Brad. I I think KG summed it up well. I remember when we saw a guy that had a lot of talent that was the sixth man for a championship quality team. I know that team didn't win a championship, but they did get to the finals. And then he left. And that very next year, it birthed a monster. That guy I'm talking about is James Harden and the Oklahoma City Thunder. We might be on the cusp of something like that here with Jordan Poole now going to the Wizards.
I could see that. I feel like Jordan Poole is going to put up like monstrous numbers, but they're still going to be ass. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel. Like they may be like an A seed in the East, but Jordan Poole has like MVP type numbers. But it's still the Washington Wizards at the end of the day. But we'll see. We'll see. You know,
we shall see. We shall see. NFL, man, we are now week 7. It's kind of flying by.
It's got to slow down.
I know. It kind of feels like we just got started like a week ago, but 7 weeks in now. I'm currently 2 games above 500, I want to say, heading into tonight. Having a decent season. Want to do better. Probably will do better. How's your guys' NFL season going thus far? And just overall thoughts on the NFL before we jump in. Brian, I'll start with you.
Well, I can tell you, I had one of the worst Septembers I've ever had since I started capping, but I've started to, October's been good to me. So I'm not there yet in the NFL and college football, but we're starting to heat up as the season rolls, get closer to bowl season and NFL playoffs. So hopefully I'll catch fire then. But there's definitely been a few surprises in the league.
Yeah, college football, man, is eating my lunch. And a lot of it has been these midweek Conference USA games. I need to stay away.
Yeah, Sam Houston got me yesterday.
I need to stay away, man, from the midweek Conference USA games. They killing me.
Same here, bro. I can't help but touch it, though. It looks so nice. Like, you wake up, it's like, damn, college football, I have to play. I have to play something here. Those games are so hard to predict. I'm not going to lie, man.
They are. They really are.
They're ridiculous.
How's the NFL treating you overall, though, thus far, Brett?
It's good. I just looked it up. I'm 6 games over 500, so it's been my best sport so far this year. But it's been an interesting season. I mean, you saw last week with all those crazy upsets. I mean, these injuries have been brutal this season so far too. So I feel like everything's wide open. Last week I would have been like, yeah, the Niners, they ain't losing, Right. But after like last week, seeing how those teams could just drop off like that, I feel like it's open and anyone could really win this thing. So
I agree with that.
Yeah, like last week's game kind of humbled me. I was like, all right, you thought you had a read on it. Like, you'll never have a full read on it, bro. Like, you got to stay sharp, But it's been a good season. It's been a fun season.
It has been a fun season. I think, like you said, this is one of the more wide open seasons that we've had. We saw the top 2 teams last week kind of look regular in the Eagles and the Niners. The Chiefs are still right there in the mix. Are the Lions for real? Can my Cowboys get back in there? And then, you got a couple teams, 2 losses like Jacksonville, Buffalo. Are they better than what they've showed in those 2 losses, even though they were bad losses? It's really interesting, right? Are the Dolphins just the most exciting, and can they blow everybody out with that offense? Like, it's a lot going on. I'm excited. We got some pretty big games this week. That Dolphins-Eagles, we're not talking about it here on this show, but that's going to be a huge game on Sunday Night Football. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's a good one. What's the line on that? I haven't dug too deep in that one.
It's in Philly, and currently it's Philly -2.5.
Whew, damn. I don't know if I may just hit the over on that one, honestly, just off rip. But I don't know. I may have to think about that one. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I got to think about it too.
Yeah.
So let me see. Brad, I'm going to bring you back in a second. I'm going to chat it up with my guy, Brian, and then we'll get on moving on with the show.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Brian, we're talking tonight's game, man. We're talking Jags Saints Thursday Night Football. This is one of the better Thursday night games we've had thus far this season. You've come on Thursday, and we've talked a lot of these Thursday night games here on Thursday. You coming back with us again, man? What we looking at tonight, Jags Saints? What you looking at?
Yeah, I gotta say, since I've been coming on the show the last couple of weeks, I've just been giving out the Thursday play because I couldn't get there as far as a premium play. But as far as a free pick goes, I think this is a pretty strong one tonight. I really don't understand the confidence in the New Orleans Saints as far as from bettors go, as far as the numbers that I'm seeing here. It's Thursday night football. We got a ton of guys back in the Saints here. New Orleans is a really tough place to play for any visiting team. The Saints have one hell of a good defense, but this Jags team, I expect big things from them. I did pick them to go to the Super Bowl at the beginning of the year along with the San Francisco 49ers. Trevor Lawrence comes in a little bit banged up, and he's going to be a game-time decision, but he looks like he's trending towards playing. Jags, most likely that Lawrence won't be at 100%. I think there would be other guys stepping up here for Jacksonville. Look for that rest. I mean, they got a super talented roster on offense and defense. Even if CJ Beathard does have to go, maybe they knock out Lawrence. Beathard does have NFL starting experience with the 49ers. Derek Carr, he's no superstar, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I think the Jags defense gets to him late, turns him over, and gets us the W here. I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to take the +1.5. I know some spots might have them at 2.5, but I think I think the Jags win this one straight up, so points are just a bonus. Imagine if it goes to overtime, ends in a tie, but you get the W. I'm going to take the Jags plus the points.
I took the Jags this morning on the morning show as well. I like the Jags here in this spot. Here's my argument. And it's more to do with the Saints than it is the Jags. Your Jags Super Bowl pick, I think, was solid. Me coming into the year, I thought that the Jags could be the number 1 seed overall in the AFC, just how bad their division was. And I like Trevor Lawrence. And they showed me some things last year. It's the team that won a playoff game. The Saints, I think, are overhyped. I'm sorry. I just think that they are. This is a team that did not make the postseason last year. They acquired Derek Carr, a guy who's been a middle-of-the-pack guy. He's still a middle-of-the-pack guy. And when I just look at the body of work for the Saints, I think a lot of people were overreacting early in the week to the Trevor Lawrence news, and now they just gave us a better number on the Jags.
Exactly. And I think, do you really have confidence in the New Orleans Saints with Derek Carr to drive down the field 80 yards at the end of the game if they're down by 4 points? I don't. So
I don't. And here's another reason why I don't. Because I question their competition thus far this season, Brian. Tennessee, Carolina, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, New England, and Houston. Who's the best team out of all those teams that they play?
I'd have to say Tampa Bay, and that's just they have a rock-solid defense and some weapons on offense probably.
And I have Tampa Bay maybe 14 or 15 on my list. Like, they've yet to play a team that is that good. I do think the Bucs are solid, but they're still limited by their quarterback Baker Mayfield, who lit them up for 26 points.
Yep, and if Trevor Lawrence even on a bum ankle, he's got receivers, he's got the running, he's running back, tight end, lots of weapons there for Jacksonville to get the job done. I'm a little leery because it almost seems too easy to me to take Jacksonville plus the points, but I think that line was earlier in the week because they feared he wasn't going to play, and I think closer to the game time it'll be a pick 'em.
I think so too. Is the Superdome a tough place to play? Usually, yes, especially like here on a Thursday night in the Superdome. Yes, but I think the Jags are equipped to go in there and beat them. I do. See how it plays out tonight on the field. Brian, what you got for sale tonight over at Pickdawgz Premium? And what's your outlook for the week looking like?
Well, tonight, my best play is in college football. I got my Thursday titanium play for $25 over at pickdawgz.com. I also have a premium in the NHL. I think I'm 4-1 start in the NHL so far this year. I also have a baseball play, but that's about to start here in about an hour or so. So, guys, make sure you head on over to pickdawgz.com, get my college football best bet. As far as this weekend goes, there's a lot of games on the radar for Saturday. Friday's card does look a little light, but Saturday definitely loaded. Sunday will be loaded as well. So looking forward to getting through the weekend.
Appreciate you, Brian Bittler, man. Always fun talking with you, my guy. What's today? Today's Thursday, so that means I'll see you tomorrow on the drive-through, and then, of course, on the weekend.
Lord willing, I'll be on the drive-through tomorrow, and then definitely on the weekend I'll catch up with you, and always have a good time hanging out with you, Jay. I appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you, my man. Hopefully, by the next time I talk to you, you're streaking.
Yeah,
what
streaking.
What do you call Fridays? Square dancing Fridays?
Friday's my square dancing Fridays. Friday usually a public heavy day as far as they usually let them win on Fridays. And then Saturday and Sunday you come back, and the contrarians are usually good to go for the weekend. But we'll see how it goes. I'll be ready to square dance on Friday.
I like that. Appreciate you, Brian. I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Jay. Catch you later.
Catch you later. My guy, Brian Bittler. Y'all saw who was on the show a minute ago. It was my guy, Brad. I'm going to bring him back in a second, but I had somebody sneak into the green room, man. He can't never not be here. And it's okay because I love having him on the show. Costi.
What's up?
What's up, my man?
I'm always sneaking in, man.
What's up, my man? How you doing?
Man, it's I had a good round of golf this morning. I try to get my meditation in first thing in the morning. You got to have your mind right in this business. You got to stay focused, energized, and you have to, be mentally fresh just as much as physically fresh. So I like to get that in before the weekend start. Brad over there looks like he's been lifting all morning.
Hey, you already know, my man. We watch a lot of sports, but you also got to get active as well. You got to get moving too.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you though. I need to get on the meditation because sometimes these games be stressing me out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
they come down to it, man. It's like, what are you doing? That's what you're watching the end of these games. Like, what are you doing with your life? How do you play college football?
Yeah, but deep in this game though, it does you kind of develop like amnesia where you're able to forget about things quick and just move on to the next thing. And I feel like that kind of translates to all things in life. So I'm grateful for that at least.
Yeah.
Well, I've always been told by sharps, like the way that the sharps operate, they have no emotional attachment to any game. Whether they win, they don't get excited. Whether they lose, because you can't. That's the key. Is you can't microanalyze game by game scenarios. Unfortunately, the clients that we have on this platform do, and that's just they live every day, day by day, result driven. But they'll drive you nuts, man. I mean, I've learned the hard way, and I feel like through resistance and doing this for 15 years, I've gained some lizard skin, so it doesn't really bother me as much.
Hey, I need tougher skin because, but I'm always emotional. I just wear it on my sleeve. It just is what it is.
Do you ever throw things or anything at the wall or something?
all the time. All the time, man. It happens. And hey, you get backdoored in the NFL or in college football, that happens. But for me, there's nothing like when the NBA comes back and you miss by that half a point, that late basket that didn't mean nothing, or they missed the free throw for the cover. Ooh.
Yeah. No, you just saying that honestly gets my blood boiling. Those NBA ones are bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Those are the ones.
Well, they don't hold leads in the NBA ever. You could be up by 20, it means nothing. In college basketball, it's a big deal.
Yep.
They usually hold it.
Yep. NBA back on Tuesday, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm telling y'all. All right, Costi, I'm gonna bring you back in a second. I'm gonna chop it up with Brad, and then let's see what you got for me here in a second.
You got it.
Brad, what are we looking at this week for the folks free pick wise?
Yeah, man, we're looking at this matchup between the Chargers versus the Chiefs. I feel like I had to come on the show and bring out a good one. This is going to be an incredible game, in my opinion. But I'm going to take the underdog here. Give me the Chargers plus the points all day. It's 5.5. I think that's way too many points. And I feel like this matchup, like I said, it's always exciting when these two teams go at it. In the past 3 years, Justin Herbert has played very well at Arrowhead. His stat line is 10 touchdowns, 917 yards, and just 1 interception. So he plays good at Arrowhead. And the Chiefs defense, they have looked good this season, but I feel like this is a good spot where the Chargers could expose them in some areas. I thought the Chargers, they didn't look good Monday night. I'm not going to lie, but I mean, as you know, Jay, that Cowboys defense is good. It's hard to, look good against that team. And I just think we see a classic AFC West shootout, and this is just too many points for a game with this much on the line. So I think we see a field goal game. I'm not saying the Chargers win this one, but I'll take my chances getting 5.5 with the AFC West divisional matchup here.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't have my notes right here in front of me. I don't know where they went. But I had this one written down from yesterday's show.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs have dominated this series like head to head, but the Chargers just seem to always cover. That's just what has happened in the last few games. I had the exact stat written down. I don't have it right here in front of me. I'm sorry. I apologize for that, guys. But I'm with you. The thing about that game last week is I tried to tell everybody the Cowboys are just the king of the bounce back. That's just what they do.
Yep.
You got to understand that team, my team, is America's team. That's the most talked about team. They're the most televised team. Everything that happens with that team gets blown out of proportion every time, every single week. If we beat somebody, we're going to the Super Bowl. If we lose, we're the worst team in the NFL.
Facts,
So, and off of that disgusting loss like that to the Niners, they had to bounce back. And under Mike McCarthy, who's only been the head coach of Dallas since 2020, they've only lost back-to-back games once, and that was in 2020. So they were in a great spot to come back and bounce back there. And now when I'm not too mad at the Chargers for losing to what I think is a better team in the Cowboys. 3 is a tough number too, to cover. Here in this one, they're accustomed to playing the Chiefs. Like they play twice a year. They go toe-to-toe all the time. They're accustomed to going in the Arrowhead. They're probably going to bounce back and play a better game this week as well. I don't want to lay over 4 with the Chiefs. I just don't.
I agree.
The Chiefs have they been the best team in the NFL the past 3-4 seasons? Yes. Have they been good for your pocketbook over that time span? No, sir. And it's usually games like this right here. Granted, they have been pretty good ATS thus far this season. They've done what they're supposed to do. But these are the games right here that it's going to come down to a field goal here in Arrowhead. And what's the name? Butker probably walks this one off.
I agree. Yeah. It's going to be like a 30, like a 27-30 type game. And yeah, no, I agree. And I feel like, this could be a spot like we saw last week with all those upsets. I feel like the Chiefs may be due for an upset loss here at some point.
Hey, it's not out the question. What is the money line price at for this one? Let me see.
It's probably not too bad. And
if I'm getting a good enough number, I might have to.
No, let's sprinkle on the money line, Jay. Let's do it.
You want to do it? All right, let's sprinkle on the money line with the Chargers.
Sounds good. And yeah, I think this is a good buy low spot. The Chargers, like I said, the Chargers didn't look good, so I feel like that's why the line is maybe this high too. So I think it's a good buy low spot.
There you go. Brad taking the Chargers plus the points, and he talked me into it. We're gonna sprinkle some on the ML.
Yeah, remember what was that? Oh yeah, I think we I remember like during the NBA season, we like sprinkled on like some dumb stuff. Like it was like the Spurs like plus 16.5. We took them on the money line stuff. But that's what it kind of reminds me of. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We actually have a chance to win this one.
There you go.
Happy belated birthday. I know I sent you a DM, but
appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you.
You going to the game tonight?
I am probably not going tonight. Okay. I have to do the halftime show with Ruffalo for Saints Jags. And I was really hoping that tonight was going to be the closeout game. Had tonight been the closeout game, I would have went for 1,000% sure. But now that it's not, and if they win tonight, I'm there tomorrow. I don't care what I'm spending. I'm there tomorrow.
Yeah. The Astros are so good on the road, though. That's a crazy thing, bro.
Dang, Brad. That's the thing, man.
They're feisty, man. This series is not over. Like
it's far from over. It is far from over. Yeah. Tonight is damn near a must win.
Yeah, you don't want to go 2-2 with the Astros, who have all this experience in these type of games. They get the momentum back. Like that would be very bad. You guys got to win this one, straight up.
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah. Hopefully we can get it done tonight, man. Here in Big D, they got the roof open. I really kind of want to go, but I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, how was the playoff environment when you went to that one game?
Insane.
Really?
It is. That game is the #1 sporting event I've ever been to.
Damn, really?
Think about that. A baseball game is the #1 sporting event I've ever been to. I've been to everything you think of.
Yeah, that's wild.
Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, the boxing match. I've been to NFL games, been to NBA games. I haven't been to a college football game yet. I haven't been there, but and I've been to 50 plus baseball games. But playoff baseball, oh my goodness, like. It's on a whole nother level, man.
Oh, yeah, man. That's awesome. Yeah, man. I don't think the Rockies will be in the playoffs anytime soon, but if they ever do, I gotta go to a game,
Hey, if it lines up right, if it's Rangers, Phillies, I kind of would want to go to Philly for a game. Just
that'd be brutal. as a Rangers fan, but
Nah, I know, but like just watching their stadium and their fans on
They go hard.
television, oh my God, like they go crazy.
Yeah. I hate Philly fans, but I respect the passion that they
Same.
have in their fan base. So it's a respecting for me, you know.
Same.
Yeah.
You got anything for sale tonight over at Pick Dawgz Premium? And then what do you think the rest of the week outlooks looks like for you?
Yeah, I got my my best pick in the NFL for tonight, so go check that out. That's on the website. Keeping it light. If you have a long-term pass, you'll also get my favorite college football play as well as an MLB play. And then Friday, not too sure. I'll probably keep it light too. But then Saturday, I usually roll with about 10 college football plays, and then Sunday, 3 to 5 NFL plays.
There you go, man. Hop on with Brad over at Pick Dawgz Premium. We don't talk enough, man. We don't, but I appreciate you joining me today, my man.
Yeah.
NBA back on the horizon, so you know we got to have you back, talk some hoops.
Yes, sir.
Get back to doing how we did last year, but appreciate you, my man. I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, bro.
You too. It's my guy, Brad Francis, right there, man. I always love talking with him. Really sharp guy. Check out his video content, man. He kills it with the parlays all the time. Over at Pick Dawgz YouTube channel. Let's bring Costi in, see what he got to say for us today. We're going to wind down this show and get you folks on up out of here. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the content today. Hopefully,
I'm back.
Money. And y'all know who it is, man. What's up, man? What's up, Costi?
I'm ready, man. It's Thursday, just gets the week pumping. I can't wait. This time next week, we're going to be talking NBA is going to have a full card. Wemby Mania is going to be in full effect.
Did you see him last night?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm on the hype train. I've seen enough. I don't know.
How could you not?
I'm hearing people literally on Twitter just tell me it's preseason. It doesn't matter. Man, these dudes
try hard. They try hard.
They are hoping.
Yeah, it's not summer league anymore.
No, this ain't summer league. These dudes is hoping. He hit Reggie Bullock with that nutmeg dime.
I mean, they were saying like if you made a creative player on 2K, on NBA 2K, and you made him 7'4" and you gave him point guard skills, that's what you have with this guy. I mean, I'm just hoping he is not like the Porzingis route where he's lanky, doesn't put on the mass, he gets beat up and he gets hurt. Same thing like Zion. Zion was out of shape when he came in the league and he hasn't been able to stay healthy. So hopefully he doesn't take that route. And look, he's at the best possible place to be developed by the best coach ever who develops big men. So I'm excited for him. I think they have a lot of hype behind him, but I think he's going to be able to produce. The guy's so big and he's so talented that it's almost inevitable. It's just be cool to see in the actual real game environment how he holds up, 3 games a week, 4 games a week.
Right. So. Right. The volatility of the NBA season. Yeah, but what I've seen thus far, man, oof. I was on record before saying that I thought that the Spurs could make a play-in.
They could. It's possible. This guy could carry him on their back.
I think so, but there's a lot that goes into it, and I've talked with Big Al about it a lot. He's the biggest Spurs fan I know.
Really, I didn't know that.
Okay. He is the biggest Spurs fan, so anything Spurs is ask Big Al. But what he says kind of makes sense. He says, the overall team around him isn't necessarily the best. Could he potentially by himself carry them to do something? Yes, but he would rather see them just be trash for probably 1-2 more years, get some more legitimate pieces around them, and then go on a nice, 10-year run.
Well, they have the cap space. So even if
that's what else he said. Like they could have went out and got Damian Lillard, like had they really wanted to, but they didn't.
But I think they're going to wait on that. I think they're going to see what this year translates, because in the NBA, it's all about who you have and what you could offer. It's not even the money anymore because everybody seems to have cap space. So if the guy comes out and he starts putting up double every single night type numbers, you're going to see some stars that want to say, you know what, I'm going to go down there, play with Popovich. This is his last hurrah. He's probably got another 3-4 years. Let's see if we could win a championship at San Antonio, because they have one of the best fan bases in the league. I mean, for many years.
I know.
So now that you have a guy like that,
nothing else over there but the Spurs.
That's it. That's it. So, it'll be cool to see. I mean, we don't have to wait long. 4 days.
Tuesday.
Yeah, 4 days away.
They play, I don't think, on Wednesday.
5 days away. 5 days away from the start of the NBA season, which is, my groups that I deal with year after year love the NBA, because in the NBA, just like any basketball, whether it's college or NBA, but if you could get sharp numbers, overnight pricing in NBA, what we usually do is the first half of the season, we do give a lot of overnights out because we're getting the best line. Second half of the season, we don't because of player management. And there's not a lot of value when there's so many guys that are maybe won't play. In the NFL, it's a lot of times it's factored into the spread.
Right.
So traditionally, you could still take the team even if the player is questionable, and it's a 22-man roster on offense and defense. In the NBA, it's a big difference.
Definitely.
You have
One guy moved the line 6 points.
Yeah, and surprisingly, a lot of times it doesn't even matter. Embiid wouldn't play, and they still went outright. So it's all about.
As I was telling Brad and Brian at the start of the show, the whole reason for the afternoon show, like the whole reason the live show ever became a thing, was because I was doing the jam session the night before. I was doing it the night before, and then by this time, 3:00 the next day, the line had moved 6-7 points. Players would be out. Like, that's the NBA. That's the land of the NBA. So that's the whole reason this live show even begun, was because of what you're saying. So, yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
Sometimes you have to wait right at post. You have to wait right till game time.
Yep.
Because guys are coming out for shoot around. They're getting stretched, and then they make a decision. Hey, we're just going to give them a night off. Well, you can't. A lot of times, it's the second half of the season. You can't tie up your money the night before. Like in football, it makes perfect sense. I mean, we crushed the closing line because we're giving out games so early in the week. But in the NBA, it could actually haunt you because it could go the other way because of the recent. I know they're trying to implement a rule that they've been talking about it, that they're going to not sit players, and there's got to be some sort of like guidelines to it where there's no injury designation. But I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, they took away the back-to-back and then back-to-back in the same week. So I don't think they play 4 games, 5 games in a week anymore.
Yeah, 4 and 5 nights. I don't think they do it anymore.
They used to. So now, we'll see. It's always, in the second half of the season, I mean, it's not going to matter until March, April, but till after All-Star break. But what happens is these players know that if they're going to make the playoffs, they need to be healthy, and they sit the veterans a lot in the second half of the season, knowing that what's most important, get in the playoffs or to be healthy. I mean, seeding in the playoffs. So a lot of these teams, that second half, it gets a little tricky, and that's what we navigate. That's what we do here, is we try to navigate through those, through those speed bumps, through those traps, to avoid confusion. Because the general public, if you're working all day and you're just getting off work right now and you're trying to figure out, hypothetically, if this is next Tuesday and there's opening night, that's a lot of work you have to do in a short amount of time to be able to creatively come up with winning formulas every single night. So I can't imagine doing anything else besides what I do and being successful at multiple things. So
I've been trying to tell people that all the time, man. My schedule coming up, it's going to get real tight. I sit here, Costi, and believe it or not, I would flip this camera. I have 3 monitors right here and a TV right here, plus a laptop. I am watching the NBA.
Right.
So I can't wait, man. Tuesday night, we getting started. Jam session will be dropping Monday night, guys. Be on the lookout for that, man. I appreciate all y'all that watched last year, making me, I don't say this very often, but I would say I was number 1 NBA last year, content-wise. I really believe so, and that was in part due to a lot of you guys. Hopefully, we can do it again this year. I can't wait. I cannot wait to be back with all my guys talking some hoops. What you want to talk today? We want to talk some NFL? We can talk whatever you want to talk.
We got some NFL action. You know, we could go right into the game that I think is a mismatch for the teams themselves, the Ravens-Lions game. Yes, I'm biased being a Ravens fan, but I bet against them this year, specifically with the Steelers early in the year when that line was 4. And then the Steelers-Ravens matchup, naturally, it's always 3, and it lands on 3. So if you can get a dog at home getting 4, it was a no-brainer. So going forward, it's 3 right now. You can get a flat 3, minus 105 in a lot of places, even minus 110. Usually on 3, it's always juiced up. But the Ravens just are in a really good spot coming home after being in London. Tennessee's not that good of a team. I know we beat a backup quarterback in the second half, but at the end of the day, we're the healthiest we've ever been. And the Ravens are going to make a statement at home versus the Lions team that has basically played their best potential so far this year. At 5-1, they're due for a letdown game. I think the David Montgomery injury is going to be definitely a huge factor in this matchup. Jamar Gibbs, so far this season, hasn't done much. He's coming off injury as well. So I'm not sure how many he's going to be on a snap count or not. As long as we shut down Amra and we put a body on the tight end, the rookie tight end,
Laporta,
who I actually have in fantasy. I thought he would have a good year, but it's tough to predict rookie tight ends ever to be successful. But they have a good defense. Aiden Hutchinson is definitely a candidate for player of the year, defensive player of the year right now. The guy is a stud. They have talent, but this is a spot where if I believe Goff is going to have to throw the ball 40 to 50 times because the running game won't be there. And that's not a recipe for him in the past to be successful, even though he did it last game. Playing at the Bucs is much different than playing in Baltimore against this Ravens defense that's been as healthiest they've been in years. And they showed it last week. And every week they've had a pretty good performance. So I love the price of 3. I don't think it's going to go to 2.5. I think it's going to go to 3.5 at game time. You're going to see a lot of the public betting the Ravens, getting it at that key number.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be heavy. I think the public is going to be heavy on the Ravens at home versus that's just my prediction. I don't think it's going to go the other way.
Okay. I agree with you. I'm on the Lions this week. I'm on the Ravens this week against the Lions. You're kind of my line guy. You're my price guy. So I was hoping that maybe I could just watch it and catch a 2.5. I think the public might come in on the Lions because the Lions are the most profitable team last 3 seasons. And they've ripped off 4 straight. Like they've looked good doing it. But
They're doing it.
I wanted the Ravens. If I have to take 3, I'm gonna take 3.
Let me ask you a question. What is I know the last 3 years they've been the most profitable, but how do you factor in that in a new season, new players, new situations, the last 2 years have any relevance to that team being again good against the spread? I try not to look at last year's performance on this year.
I think it matters. Let me see it. Because the top 3 of the teams the last 3 years, I feel like they've been in the top 3 for a minute. Like if you're betting on the Lions, you've made money. If you're betting on Dallas, like I have, you made money. And if you're betting on San Fran, you've made money the last few seasons. It's just it is what it is. I don't know. That's a good question. Does it in the grand scheme of things probably mean a lot? No. But it kind of does. I don't know. I don't have.
I just asked because everybody's got a different way they approach this business. It's unlike stocks, where stocks you read every number the same, you read every data point the same, and you make an analytical approach to buying the price or selling the price. With sports, you could attack it from the price side, you could attack it from the statistical side, you could attack it from the data and your opinion of past performance. All of them can be profitable. That's what makes sports so unique when you're trading them. And, there's going to be those guys that are going to be those, armchair quarterbacks that are going to tell you on Monday, I told you so.
Right.
I hit a huge parlay, but is it sustainable? No. The
Right.
only way you could sustain making money is falling in love with every price along with the situational handicapping.
See, for me in the NBA, I think it means a lot, especially for, well, not probably like past season, but current season. I think it means a ton. I don't know. It's a good question. I've never just really just sat and thought about why I factor it so much. But I guess it's kind of because like you are what your record is. So, it's a good question. Something I probably got to think about a little deeper.
Yeah, and the eyeball test matters.
It does.
I use that I'm sitting in my office the entire day, Saturday and Sunday, trading halftimes. We have groups that are giving us first quarter totals that I already gave out 3 days ago. We're trying to captivate the market because with sharp trading, the whole goal is you have to throw up a ton of volume to hit that 56, 57% threshold, which at the end of the year, I'm looking to make around 12 to 13% on my money wagered. So if you risk $1 million, you're trying to make anywhere between 110 to 120,000. If you risk 2 million, then that should double. It means you're just trying to make 12% on your money. And the only way to do that is you have to throw a lot of volume in. You have to get a lot of good pricing. You have to close good. That means your homework is done correctly. And these groups that I deal with, unfortunately, they don't have the bandwidth to deal with the clients. And that's the product that we have brought to this platform, is the ability for you to get those same games. The sharps are moving 5, 10, 15,000 or more per book a game on, and you're getting the same access to those games in real time. Like one of the examples, we gave out the Eagles on Monday at -1. The line is -2 now. So if a client joined today, he literally would have to wait on that game and not bet it unless it went to 1. I would not advise to buy to the number because, again, you're throwing off your buying price, which is a negative EV move. You want to be always positive EV. So some people don't get it.
That 30 cents that you just bought is going to bite you in the ass.
It might not for that particular game, but over a scale of thousands of games, it's a huge difference.
Yep. Anything else before I let you go, Mike?
That's it, man. Just rocking and rolling. If you guys want to learn more about sharp trading plays and how to actually be a pro without having to be a pro and still have your luxury of being a dad, a father, a husband, and be present in your life, but also make a lot of money betting sports, head over to Pickdawgz, click the premium picks tab, click on sharp trading plays. You'll have my direct number on there. You could text me with any questions you have. Just don't call me unless you have a $10,000 bankroll or more. I'm not interested in dealing with people that are small. We throw up too much volume and expect to make a lot of money doing this. It's not worth it if you're not betting at least 200-300 a game or more. So otherwise, if you're just a guy, if you're a day-to-day guy, take Jay's games. The guy is an absolute stud. He wins all the time and he's tracked. And wait till his NBA comes next week. He'll definitely make you a lot of money. You could get the daily guarantees.
Can't wait. Thank you, Costi.
Got it.
I'll see you next week, my man. I'll probably see you next weekend. Pop on with Eric.
I'll pop on, but I'll see you next Tuesday for the first Monday for the NBA Jam session. I'm ready.
Can't wait.
I'm excited for the dog in the background too that just plopped down.
Man, he runs stuff over here. So
who does he like? Does he like the Ravens or the Lions?
I'm taking the Ravens or the Lions. You don't know? All right.
He likes 2.5. I get it. He likes 2.5. I get it.
Appreciate you, Mike.
All right, man. See you.
All right, fellas. That's the show, man. I think it was a really good show. Had Brian come on talk about Thursday night's game. He likes the Jags tonight. I had Brad talk about the Chargers-Chiefs huge game this weekend between two top 10 quarterbacks, Mahomes being number 1 and Herbert probably being somewhere around like 8, 9. And then we had Costi talking about the Ravens Lions, another huge matchup between 2 top 10 teams. So God damn it, man. Let's make some money tonight. I have 3 plays for sale tonight. If you guys want to hop on those, I have a money-making 3-pack with all of them included. It's a NFL play, it's a NBA play, and it is a Major League Baseball play. That NBA preseason play is what it is. I really like that play tonight. It's preseason. But again, NBA be back on Tuesday, man. Y'all know we're going to be locked and loaded back to regular scheduled programming. I can't wait for it. Be on the lookout for all the great content I have for you guys coming up. The NFL Jam session will probably drop either early Saturday or late tomorrow, Friday. I should be back tomorrow with the live show. Should have Big Al McMorty with me, I believe. So, hey, man, appreciate all you guys. No college football play. No, I don't have any college football tonight. I don't love it. If I were to take anything tonight, it would be Rice plus the 3.5, like I said on the morning show this morning. I just think that the line should probably be Tulsa minus 2.5, and I think Rice has the better quarterback, so they have a legitimate shot to probably outright them boys. I don't love it, but I would lean Rice in that game. But that's all for me, guys. I appreciate all you boys and ladies if you're in here. Let's make some money, man. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. It's me and guy Jay Briggs. Catch me at halftime tonight. Me and Chris Ruffalo. No Mitch. I got to get the update on Mitch. How he doing? Pretty sure he's doing well. Got to call him. But catch me and Ruffalo tonight, halftime. See y'all later. I'm out of here. Peace.